The dream run was over. Eala's historic Wimbledon campaign had come to a heartbreaking end. But instead of hiding from the media, instead of making excuses, she faced the questions head-on. And what she said has left fans in awe. She didn't just talk about the loss, she analyzed it. She dissected her own mistakes, and then she made a bold promise that has the tennis world buzzing. Today, on Topspin, we are breaking down Eala's honest reflection, her biggest Wimbledon mistake, and her renewed determination to come back stronger than ever. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. When Eala walked into the press conference room after her fourth-round defeat to Jasmine Paolini, she could have made excuses. She could have blamed the pressure, the occasion, or the fatigue of a long tournament, but she didn't. Instead, she delivered a masterclass in accountability and self-awareness that has become a hallmark of her character. "I gave everything that I could. I did everything that I could do today, so I'm proud of that," Eala said. She didn't shy away from the disappointment. She acknowledged that she had not played her best tennis, but she refused to let it define her performance. "I have days like that. Everyone has days where they don't play their best tennis," she said. The most revealing part of her confession was her analysis of her serve. In dissecting her loss to Paolini, she pointed to problems with her serve. "I don't think I'm going to be playing the best tennis of my life every single day," she said. It was a moment of brutal honesty. She had identified a weakness that had been exploited by her opponent, and she was not afraid to admit it. Eala also reflected on the broader lessons of her Wimbledon campaign. She had arrived at the tournament as the 29th seed, the first Filipino in the Open era to be seeded at a Grand Slam. She had defeated the defending champion Iga on center court. She had become the first player from the Philippines to reach the fourth round of a Grand Slam in the Open era, but she was not satisfied. Her emotional post-match interview after the Swiatek victory had captured the hearts of millions. "I went to train every day after school with my ruffled socks, light-up shoes, and chubby cheeks. To younger me, this is everything." Despite the historic achievement, Eala made it clear that she is not satisfied. "Just because I'm emotional doesn't mean I'm satisfied. I'm in the second week of a slam, and it's incredible for me. But okay, next round, let's go." The victory was a milestone, but it was not the end of the journey. Eala was already looking ahead. She had learned valuable lessons at Wimbledon, and she was determined to apply them to the next challenge. Her honesty and self-awareness set her apart as a player who was not just talented, but also intelligent and driven to succeed. The numbers from Eala's Wimbledon run paint a clear picture. Her serve had been a weapon in her victory over Swiatek. In that match, her unique, low-toss slice serve troubled the defending champion. The average speed of her second serve was 74 miles per hour, well below the WTA Tour average. "I've got to say, it's much tougher to return a serve like that than a normal serve," Swiatek admitted after the match. The serve, with its unusual rhythm, had disrupted the timing of one of the best returners in the game. But against Paolini, the same serve was exposed. Eala's serving lapses proved costly in the decisive moments of the fourth-round clash. The Italian star was able to read Eala's serve and attack it. The difference in her performance against Swiatek and Paolini was a clear indicator that the serve remains a work in progress. In her post-match analysis, Eala identified this as a key area for improvement. "I just have to kind of move forward and continue with my progress," she said. The tactical adjustments required to improve the serve are not radical, but they are crucial. Greg Rusedski, the former British #1, had previously advised Eala to loosen up the wrist position a little bit like Novak Djokovic to add more power and kick to her serve. The advice from tennis legends like Martina Navratilova, who called Eala's serve a puffball that needs a significant upgrade, echoed the same sentiment. Eala's willingness to admit her mistake and focus on improvement is a sign of her maturity in her commitment to reaching the top. Eala has also spoken about the importance of the small details. "It comes down to details. It's very fine details, and with tennis and matches that are tight, sometimes it can depend on 1 or 2 points," she said. Her loss to Paolini was a lesson in those fine margins. The match was a test of her growth and her ability to compete on the biggest stage. The serve, which had been a weapon against Swiatek, was a liability against Paolini. Eala's commitment to fixing that weakness is a sign that she is ready for the next challenge. She is not content to rest on her achievements. She is determined to improve.
Ayala's confession was not just about identifying a weakness, it was about making a commitment to improvement. She made it clear that she had already returned to training for her next event. Her mindset is not one of defeat, but of determination. She sees every setback as an opportunity to grow. So many positives, Ayala said after her fourth round exit. One, I think, is how I've handled pressure. I'm happy with how I faced it head on. I think I kept cool when I needed to, controlled my emotions, and overall performed the best that I could that day. Ayala's positive attitude is a reflection of her character. She is not a player who dwells on losses. She learns from them and moves on. Ayala's renewed mindset is rooted in the lessons she has learned from her journey. She trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain from the age of 13, leaving her family behind to pursue her dream. She grew up playing tennis on a court painted over a basketball court, where she had to be careful not to hit the basketball hoop when stepping behind the baseline. These experiences have instilled in her a resilience and a work ethic that is rare. Ayala's promise to come back stronger has resonated with her fans. Her supporters have seen her overcome adversity before. She has turned losses into lessons and setbacks into comebacks. Her journey from a young girl in Manila to a Grand Slam standout is an inspiration. Ayala's next target is the U.S. Open. She is scheduled to begin her hard court campaign at the WTA 500 Mubadala DC Open in Washington, D.C. She has learned valuable lessons at Wimbledon. She knows she needs to improve her serve. She knows she needs to be more consistent, but she also knows that she has the game, the mentality, and the support system to achieve greatness.
Ayala's Wimbledon run has set the stage for a new chapter in her career. She is the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in WTA Tour history, with a career-high ranking of world number 28. She has already achieved more than any Filipino player before her. She is the first to be seeded at Wimbledon. She is the first to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. She has beaten the best players in the world, including the defending champion Iga Swiatek, and she is only 21 years old. The road ahead is challenging. The hard court season is a different challenge, and the competition is fierce. But Ayala's team, including her coaches, will be working on her game during this period. Eala has proven that she can compete with the best players in the world, and she has the potential to reach the very top. Eala's goals for the U.S. Open are clear. She wants to build on her success at Wimbledon and make another deep run into Grand Slam. She knows that she has the game, the mentality, and the support system to achieve greatness. The loss to Paolini was a learning experience. She knows she needs to improve her serve. She knows she needs to be more consistent, but she also knows that she has the talent to compete with the best players in the world. The support from her fans will be a source of strength for Eala as she begins her hard court campaign. The warm reception she received in Washington, D.C. was a reminder that she is not just playing for herself, she is playing for an entire nation. The love and support of the Filipino community will give her the confidence she needs to compete at the highest level. The tennis world is watching, and the future is bright for Alex Eala. Let us zoom out. Alex Eala's Wimbledon campaign was about more than just tennis. It was about a young woman who dared to dream and achieved the impossible. It was about a nation that found a hero. It was about the power of sports to unite and inspire. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and dedication. Eala has already achieved more than any Filipino player before her. She is the first to be seeded at Wimbledon. She is the first to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. She has beaten the best players in the world, including the defending champion, Iga Swiatek. She is only 21 years old, and her journey is just beginning. Her post-match words after her fourth-round exit were a reflection of her mature and focused mindset. "I just have to kind of move forward and continue with my progress," she said. The loss was a setback, but it was not the end. Eala's story is a reminder that success is not just about winning. It is about the impact you have on others. It is about the legacy you leave behind. She has already left an indelible mark on the sport. She is no longer just a promising talent. She is a star. The tennis world is watching. The Philippines is celebrating. And Alex Eala is ready for the next challenge. Her journey is a reminder that with hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief, anything is possible. The best is yet to come. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.